Well, hi, hello, and good morning, everybody. It is currently a crisp 7 a.m. in the morning, and I got a wonderful video for you guys today. It has been about 10 months, 5 plus 5, since I last started skateboarding every single day. So this is going to be the 10-month update, and I got a little surprise for you because not only is it a 10-month update, but I'm going to be reviewing this scooter at the same time. So we're going to be riding it to the skate park, and I'll just give my thoughts on what I think about it. This is the Kurin. It is that brand of scooter. I got it sent to me. They wanted me to check it out, and I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts along with giving you a progress update along with tips I've learned along the way of my skateboarding journey at the skate park. So without further ado, let's get going. Okay, we've just arrived at my local skate park. It's like 5 minutes away from my house. I'll talk more about this scooter guy in the near future of the video. First impressions though, I'm very impressed. I like it a lot. It's super fast. I almost hit 30 miles an hour going down a hill here. It has great suspension, but we'll talk about it more later as we ride it more. All right, and now here we are at the place that I like to warm up. And let me show you why I like to warm up here. So basically right here we have a bit of a quarter pipe, obviously no true vert, but it's pretty steep and I'm still getting better at riding it. So it's a great thing to start on. It transitions not into another one, but just into a flat steep bank. So it's a really great way to practice the stuff on this while also not instantly getting into another one. So this is a great way to set up and continue. So with that being said, let's warm up a little bit. I like to kind of go back and forth, try to grind a little bit on the coping, and then do some rock-to-fakies, which is a new thing. This is the first time I've been able to rock-to-fakie on a ramp this high. So let's talk about it. All right, you already know the first thing we got to do is start in with a nice drop in. Since we're here, let's talk a little bit about the Rock-to-Fakie. So the Rock-to-Fakie, especially on ramps that are a little higher than your really small ones, one thing that has really helped me kind of lock this trick down is where you're keeping your body. The first thing that's important is when you're riding up a ramp, you don't want to think of your body being perpendicular to the ramp. So when you go up, you don't want to think that you're angled like this. Instead, you want to keep your body perfectly straight with the ground, not the ramp. So when you go up, you want to try to stay vertical like this, right? Same thing applies for Rock-to-Fakie, but even a little bit more. So when you get up to your Rock-to-Fakie and you pop it over, you want to keep your body straight right here. Do not start leaning back and going into the ramp. I want you to try to hold it for a good half second to 1 full second up here before you pop it back down. So as you can see, I'm going up, keeping my body straight, and then I come back down. But do you see the little pause that happens right here? That's key to getting better at these. The longer you can pause before you push your body weight back, the better you're gonna get at these. Now that we're all nice and warmed up, I'm gonna do a little stretching, put on my wrist guard so I don't hurt my wrists, and then we'll get into some of the stuff that I've kind of been getting good at. The stretching is done. Now to test out if the stretching worked, I try to do an ollie and see if my hamstrings or my hips pull. So hopefully they don't. And they did not pull. And with that, let's go talk a little bit about some of the flat ground stuff that I've been getting good at. All right, so the first and foremost, obviously the ollie. You guys just saw one, but I'll do another. Next up, the shove it and the pop shove it. Next up, the front side 180, which I always thought was the back side, but apparently it's the front side. I will attempt a backside 180. I don't think I'll get it. I've tried a couple times. Whoa, that was kind of my best attempt ever though. Hold on, let's see if we can get this. Well, ended up going the wrong direction, but I'll take it. That's progress, and this is the 10-month progress update. Hopefully I can lock it down by the year, the 12-month progress update. A little ghost ride kickflip. Also, if you remember from last video, I spent a long time working on heel flips, and I've pretty much been working on them every single day since, so let's see if I can get one first try. Ooh, first try of the day. I kind of got my heel flips on lock now. I would say my success rate at the heel flip is a little over 50%, but I've come a long way. We'll count it, we'll count it. The only thing I want to say about the heel flip, the funny thing actually, I've been told this is really strange, but this is my foot placement for a heel flip. It kind of just looks like an ollie. I know a lot of people, they put their foot like way up here and do it, but honestly, I just kind of treat it like an ollie. And then the last trick I want to show you guys that I've kind of figured out is the front shove. Just like that. Let's move on to a little more rampy, transition-y stuff. We'll first start off with this little ramp right here, and I'll show y'all what I can do on this. All right, starting off, we got the classic ledge grind. Just like that. Next up, as I'm sure you know I'm capable of, little rock-to-fakie, but this is the cool one. Not only can I rock-to-fakie on this, I can do a little rock and roll. Finally, I'll show you guys my air out attempts. It's kind of hit or miss. We'll see what we can do this time. All right, we're gonna take a very brief intermission to just give you a couple tips on how you can ollie from one panel to the other. Step number one, you have to be comfortable with the angles in the transition. So I recommend just rolling from panel to panel, both directions, just like so. And as you practice this more and more, try to get higher and higher up on your kick turns. And then the next step is obviously the ollie. I recommend before you try an ollie on an angle like this, maybe try to find just a regular, slight, tiny incline and practice getting used to ollieing up a small incline. Once you can do that, this is your next step in your evolution of your skateboarding. It's pretty much the same feeling as ollieing up a ramp. The only difference and the most important thing is your shoulders. When you're ollieing up, you're gonna come at an angle kind of like 45 degrees. As soon as your front trucks get close to the bend, you're gonna ollie and you're going to turn your shoulders. Now, if you find it hard to turn your shoulders, all you gotta do is turn your head. Look at where you're going to land at that 45-degree angle, and most likely your shoulders are gonna open up where you're looking. 45 degrees, look, turn your shoulder. Same with this side, right? This is the harder side for me. It's when you're going back facing up. You go up at that 45-degree angle, pop, look where you're going to land. And for this particular one, when you're facing down, you want to emphasize your shoulder turn a little more than the other one. It's a little trickier this direction, at least for me. So you look, twist your shoulder so you can get the board to turn, go down. You pop, turn your shoulders, look, all the above. So that is that at the local skate park. The next part of the video, I am going to be riding the scooter, which is right over there, to another skate park, which I'm very familiar with and you may have seen in the last update video, to talk about just a couple other obstacles that are not at this park that I will think are important to mention. We'll talk a little bit about the scooter as we're riding there, what I think about that. That'll be about it, so it should be a banger.